He's here. Oh, you're dead without sight. He's here. Oh, he is. Wow. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, my God. Daddy is here. Oh, dear. Oh, he's here.
Was that a cool shot? Did that look good? It felt really awkward. I had to walk past the phone and then come back and get it. It's just not natural really, is it? This does exist. It's not just a camera, it's my phone as well, so I can't just leave it in places. I already don't like this. When I was younger, I really wanted to do YouTube. It was like my dream job. Annoyingly, I think if you look hard enough, you will find there's a Danny Darlington YouTube channel with my stupid face. And I don't know the password or anything to get into it, so it just has to stay there until the end of time. Thankfully, there's no videos on it. God knows what I would have posted, but yeah, that exists. But no, when I was younger, I did really want to do YouTube. As I got older, and also the more time I spend learning about the music industry, the more I hate social media. I just hate it all. But we all have to do it. I think a lot of bands, lack on their social media. But the social media is everything now. If you don't have a TikTok, if you don't have Instagram, you as an artist is never going to find anywhere to go. Nobody's finding you. And at the end of the day now, people are looking at how many followers you have on these social media accounts rather than your streams, because how many followers you have could be an indication to how many people might show up to a gig and how many tickets you're going to sell. And with that being said, social media is such a difficult thing to master, simply because of TikTok and the fact that everyone's just scrolling through something. The problem is everyone has the attention span of a goldfish, so nobody really finds your stuff, and then you just have to have the algorithm on your side and post the right stuff within your set niche. It's all just bollocks, really. You have to be a content creator if you want to be a musician. Thankfully, I'm just really awkward. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know. Is this interesting? Is this entertaining you? I doubt it. Now, I've got a bunch of friends, really cool friends, who do YouTube. Some examples are my friend Sadie, who's my singer, backing vocalist. She's just been travelling through South America and vlogging the whole thing. It's been sick. My friend Charlotte does something similar, and she's just come back from Australia with her boyfriend Sam, and her videos are amazing. And then probably my favourite YouTuber of all time has to be Kian Mac, who's my good friend and produces all my music. And the videos he puts out are they're just brilliant, constantly doing gigs. He's just a cool guy. He films his going on runs, and his editing and everything is top notch. It's just very entertaining.
Alright. Hello and welcome to the second instalment of filming random people on the motorway. Yes, I know what you're thinking, and no, I'm not on the moon looking at the earth. There's no trees on the moon.
And they're all very interesting people, and they do very interesting things. As you can probably tell, I am not in Australia or South America. This is Redisher Woods, and it's about 10 minutes away from my house. But what I lack in being interesting, I think I more than make up for with my charmful wit. I've got a big weekend ahead of me now, and kind of rightfully so. I spent the last 2 days working as a bar manager in the day, and then late afternoon through till the evenings, me and my friend Sam have been doing landscaping. Well, mostly tree surgery, cutting down trees. Sam started up an independent landscaping company a few years ago. It was around the time that I dropped out of uni, so Sam called me and said, do you want to help? And so we kind of just got a bunch of clients and started working. But obviously it's really good fun working with your friends, and for this job, because we needed somebody else, we did hire in my good friend Sam Pinder.
What the job are you in?
We do. Hi.
Who, as I mentioned earlier, is Charlotte's boyfriend. Not that maybe you know Charlotte, some of you know Charlotte. I feel like the majority of people who watch this, to be fair, are going to be like my friends' mums, and nobody else is really going to care too much. So if you're one of my friends' mums and you're watching this, hiya. I'd say due to our very unique techniques of cutting down trees, we are very respected within the tree surgery community.
Does anyone see my phone?
Yeah, after that, tomorrow I get to go to BBC Radio 1's big weekend with my brother Sean.
All aboard, baby.
He got me tickets for my birthday, and some of my favourite artists are playing there, and big inspirations to me. We've got Blossoms, Inhaler, Sam Fender, and of course Wolf Alice, which I'm really excited about.
It's a big weekend, baby. It's a big weekend. Oh yeah! Left, right, over. Nintendo. Bubba G, baby.
We both failed it. Think you're closer. It won't make the vlog. I'm not doing that bit again. It's just stupid. You clearly know. There's no hiding it. When I leave the camera there and I walk, you know I'm gonna come back for it. It kind of ruins it. There's a deer there. Would you watch a minute-long TikTok of me saving a heron or anything like that? No?
Oh.
Maybe one day he'll be a fan. There's a sheep somewhere over there, and when he screams, can you hear? He sounds mental. That's not a normal sheep, that. This is a test to see if it's too windy here to record. And there's crows just screaming as well. I can still hear that other little sheep going mental as well, the lamb. On Sunday I'm playing Deansgate Muse Festival, which is going to be my first ever festival that I'm playing as Danny Darlington. In the past, with Megan Wynn, I've played a few festivals before. This is going to be the first time I do it as a solo project with my band, which is cool. I'm excited for it. We haven't been able to rehearse because my backing vocalists have been on the other side of the planet, and my guitarist, well, one of my guitarists has been on a cruise. So how it's going to go, I don't know. Obviously there'll be some footage of it later. Last year I made a video saying that I'm going to do music for one more year and see where I'm at and whether I'm going to move forward with it, which is quite scary because it's kind of coming up to that time now. It's nearly been a year since I made that video. The reason why I wanted to make a decision, it's like, music is super disheartening. You spend so much money recording music and then promoting music and putting on shows, hiring session musicians, advertising your stuff. It's just, you know, and the return is crazy. You get nothing. And I wanna go and travel, and there's so much stuff I want to do in my life, and I don't want to look back and regret quitting music, and I don't want to regret not quitting music and going to do these other things that I want to do. Just like everyone, I often succumb to not feeling great and having a lot of doubt within myself and within the music, how good I am. Not that any of that ever really matters, because you could still be absolutely terrible, and you could still make it within music. It's all almost potluck, really. You just have to keep smashing social media until something sticks. It's funny because I say all this, and I recently saw a video from Handsome Rat saying, I've been in this game for 27 years. Like, stop crying because you're struggling after 3, which is kind of where I'm at, to be fair to him. If you don't listen to Handsome Rat, or you don't know who he is, he's a really cool guy who hides his identity and does music. I recommend. What is it with planes passing over when I'm trying to film? If you could hear a plane, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to re-record that bit because there was a plane in the background. I think it is all a proper mental thing. You know, when I don't feel like myself, when I'm not happy, the last thing I want to do is get up on stage and be a character, or set up a camera and start filming. But the thing is you have to treat it like a job. You can't just have the fun side of music. If you want to take yourself seriously, you know, it doesn't matter what mood you're in, you've got to push forward and do this. There's another plane. You've got to put up with planes as well. A lot of artists and bands will, you know, realise that they have to make social media posts and they have to do TikToks and stuff. And so they'll make a TikTok and they'll put it up and they'll use all the right hashtags and all this stuff which everyone has been telling them for years. You know, this is what you have to do to make it in the music industry. And they do it, and they're so naive to it. And I've been here before as well, obviously. But you put something out and you're like, great, it's going to blow up, it's going to be viral, everyone's going to want to listen to my song, and, you know, I'm going to make it. And it's like, obviously that doesn't happen. I don't know how many posts I've made now on TikTok, and like good posts, like quality stuff, that like copying formulas of people who are getting hundreds of thousands of likes, and I'm doing the same thing. Obviously nobody wants to see me dance around my bedroom, lip syncing to my own music. That's the last thing anybody wants to see, obviously. Everyone has their own niche that you have to follow. Just about keeping consistent, just making yourself look bigger than you actually are. Because if people think you have a following, then they're more likely to want to follow you. But since saying I'm only going to do 1 more year of music, I've played my first headline gig, and I sold it out on a Sunday night at Gulliver's, so 120 capacity, which was apparently it was the first time that the promotion company had ever sold out Gulliver's on a Sunday night. So I'm very proud of that.
Alright, stop it, you're giving me a fucking headache here.
And then my next headline gig after that was a 60 capacity venue for charity. And it was in memory, like tribute to my mum. And it sold out within 24 hours, which is really cool. And then I've played 2 main support slots for the Maddox at Academy 3 and Strawberry Lemonade at Deaf Institute, which is obviously such an iconic venue. I've also released my debut EP, How It Feel, which I'm really proud of, as well as 2 music videos for them. You know, there was a blogger at Academy 3 who said, like, I've never seen people run to the barrier to see a support band before, which is really cool. But obviously I'm going to let you in on a secret now, which you probably know. I don't have any fans. Like, I don't have any fans.
You've got no friends!
These people who come to my shows are not fans. I'm very, very lucky to have such a supportive and just amazing friends and family. They are just so supportive, and, you know, they come to see me and support me and sell out these shows. Is, you know, I'm very lucky to have that. But saying that, this is exactly where Elbow started. And Elbow started in Bury, Ramsbottom area where I'm from. And they started with just some local lads, local friends, enjoying their music and showing support. And then they brought their friends. And then now obviously they're playing arenas, and they are such an amazing and iconic British band. Not saying I'll ever get as big as Elbow, but, you know, I can find there is hope within all this bleakness that is the music industry. Have you ever met somebody who voice cracks as much as me at 22 years old? It's strange. You wouldn't think that I'd sing. So obviously we have established that I hate social media, don't like the music industry, and that I don't have any fans, only friends and family. I'm doubtful with music, but I am still optimistic. It's one of them. But obviously we're up to a stage of how do we get these fans? How do we get people to come to your shows who aren't your friends and stuff? That's why I have a manager, Cian Talbot. Me and Cian have a strange relationship. I don't really know how to describe me and Cian. Cian's work essentially is surrounded by social media and you know, improving people's social media. He has a few different clients, pretty much all of which are doing far better than I am. At the end of the day, he does just want to help me and see me grow as a musician and try and see a fan base there. So he's got this fancy camera, and we go out recording videos for TikTok and stuff, which obviously are a lot better than any videos I'll make with this phone. And he helps me schedule stuff as well. All the YouTube shorts that you might see on this channel, they're all uploaded by him. See, voice cracks again. Also, I can't help fiddling with things. I'm a fiddler. Let's pretend I didn't say that. That's not what I meant. So in Cian, we trust. If I want to carry on doing this, I really need to build a fan base of actual fans and not just people who know me and come along because, oh, it's my friend Danny, let's see him play a few songs, you know. I feel terrible. I drank so much last night. But today's gig day. Big gig. We're just hunkering down at the moment, me and some of the tennis people.
Okay, now.
They're good friends. They seem to kind of come to every gig, and they always request Vodka and Cola, which is the first song I released, and it's absolutely awful. I wrote it when I was 16.
We sat down when the time was frozen. I said words I couldn't control it, so all your next boyfriend's a poet. I'm an asshole, I'm going the same road that my mates did, but I couldn't forget you. Because when something see no more, she's flowing through my veins. We used to call us lovers, but we're not even friends. Staying up late drinking and trying to act weird. Because the time we spent was sacred, it's wasted on you. Wasted on you.
But today, I'm going to surprise them and actually play the song, because we haven't played it in 4 years. We'll see how that goes. So at the moment, we're just drinking here. I'm going to lock this place up and head into town and play the gig. I'm playing the main stage at 8 o'clock, just before the headliner, which is a band called Malcolm. I think it's going to be a good gig. I'm looking forward to it. Have you got any wise words of wisdom?
Not today, I'm afraid.
Oh, no. The band are here. Say hi, band.
Hi, band.
Yeah. Jack's also here. And then our bassist is over there somewhere. Yeah, I'm just copying Sadie and Kian. What would you, if I was going to be doing a vlog, what would you?
What would my advice be?
Yeah.
Don't bother. It's not for you.
There's only 2 of us in this world, and it's not you.
I used to vlog
All those nice things I said earlier about them, I'll take it back.
Right. Oh, mate. Why have you got HD camera, mate? It's pointing out all my acne.
So for this gig, you could probably tell the turnout wasn't amazing. I'm really grateful for the people who did come down, though. I had quite a few friends come down from Manchester and obviously from the club, and then some family as well, and some of my brother's mates came too. It's usually a bit disheartening to like be on a stage and have nobody really interested, but people still singing along and everything, and film the rain for it, which is pretty cool. I think some gigs people are going to be more interested in going to and more free to go to, and if this person's going, I'll go, whatever. And you have good gigs and you don't have, well, this was still a good gig, but just less of a turnout. But what you're about to see made up for it all, and made it a really fun day anyway.
When I was 16, I wrote an awful song. It was my first release. It's called Vodka and Cola. And these idiots here come to every show. They're so supportive, amazing friends, and they request this stupid song that I fucking take. So they can shut up now. I opened up inside a costume party and started crying when I thought I was laughing. I snapped sober, no more orders for my vodka and cola. We sat down and time was frozen. I said, what do I look at the shoulder? So my ex-boyfriend was calling. I'm an asshole and I know it. If it's sad, I couldn't take it. Gonna stay close and my face is. But I couldn't forget you. Because this old casino was been flowing through my veins. We used to call us lovers, now we're not even friends. Staying up and drinking, cause the time we spent was sacred. Don't waste it on you. Looks like we're over now. Copy that. Can't see the sun.
On Mother's Day, I was talking with my dad. I basically said to him, you know, I want to be like you, in a way. I told him I want to make like actual money that would be able to support a family, and like have kids, and ideally take them on a holiday every year. You know, be able to afford a house, which just seems crazy in this country now for anyone our age to have the money to buy a house. He said to me, when you became a bar manager, it didn't make me proud. Or, you know, when you started landscaping, it didn't impress me. He said the only thing that he wants me to do, and the only thing I find happiness in doing, is the music. And he just wants me to focus on the music. And he said, you know, 1 year isn't enough. 1 more year isn't enough. You need to give it at least 2. And I do think, obviously, as much as I want to travel and do all these things, those countries aren't going anywhere. But, you know, I'm kind of at a point with music where it can go either way. Obviously, I never expect that I'm going to be making a living from music. That's just, anything can happen. But it's unrealistic to think that way. But to be successful in music in the way of how I'd measure success in music, you know, being able to play bigger gigs in festivals and ideally being able to tour, it's still like the money you make is not what it should be, and I probably, like, it won't be my only job. I definitely still have another job. Of course I want to stick with music. It's all I want to do with my life. So here I am, making YouTube videos, talking to my phone, going crazy. So I'm going to leave it there. If you want to leave a like on the video, give me a comment, let me know what you think. Do you want me to do similar shit like this? Or should I just go back to TikTok and talk about worms again? I don't want to alarm anyone, but when was the last time you saw a worm? Obviously, if you don't know me as well, I'm Danny Darlington. Please go ahead and listen to my music, and hopefully maybe I'll catch you at gigs someday. But yeah, thank you for making it this far into the video, to the end of the video. I am going home, and I'm probably gonna have a pint. Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually do all the stuff that you've seen in this video. Did you like how I mangled my little day talking to the camera with vloggy footage? Was that cool? Did I even do that? Has this video even been uploaded? I don't know. I guess you do, if you're seeing this. Right, yeah. Ta-da. Ta-ra. Goodbye.